Before the war in heaven, there was a silence. Not peace, not rest, but a silence, pregnant with consequence. Heaven did not roar, it paused. Something had shifted. A thought, once hidden, had become a presence. Lucifer had not bowed, and all heaven felt it. The angels looked on, not in anger, but in sorrow. What had begun as curiosity in Lucifer's eyes had now hardened into something unspoken. He still stood in his place, but the light around him no longer felt the same. Michael watched, not with judgment, but with the weight of eternity resting in his silence. Heaven was still beautiful, but no longer whole. At the center of all things, the throne remained, unshaken, unmoving, and yet something had changed. Lucifer's gaze, once full of awe, now held question, a question that did not belong here. He did not speak, but he did not bow. Then, a voice, not thunderous but clear, not wrathful but absolute.
Let all creation honor the Lamb, the one seated upon the throne.
Heaven stood in unity. All except one. Lucifer did not move. Lucifer did not move, but his silence was louder than any shout. Michael stepped forward, not to accuse, but to acknowledge. Something sacred, had been broken, and it could not be undone. Michael and Lucifer. They stood face to face, not as brothers, not as enemies, but as choices finally revealed. Michael did not raise his sword. He did not need to. His strength was restraint. His loyalty unbroken. Lucifer did not strike. He smiled, because defiance does not rush. It waits. Two wills collided in silence. One bound to the throne, one measuring it. Heaven held its breath. Everyone knew when loyalty is tested, power is no longer enough. in that moment, before a single blow, the divide was already real. Lines were not drawn with swords, but with loyalty. And even in silence, sides were being chosen. The war had not begun, but the divide already had. Lucifer turned away, not in shame, not in fear, but in pride. There was no argument, no cry, no plea, only distance. A space that did not exist before. Michael did not follow. He understood that this was not a conflict of strength, but of will. Even angels, with all their glory, can feel pain. The pain of watching a brother walk away from the light. Lucifer had not fallen. Not yet, but he had left something behind. Michael stood alone now, not because others had left, but because he carried something none could carry for him. He bore the weight of what must come. A sword forged not of violence, but of loyalty. Eyes golden, fixed not on Lucifer, but on the one who still sat upon the throne. One moment still remained. The moment before heaven changed forever. Before the war, before the rebellion, before names were stripped and glory became sorrow. This was the last moment of heaven as it once was. And now, it ends.